So you know what's amazing? I literally just made a video talking about Chris Kindred and how they decided to attack SmashJT and try to get him fired from the job that he hasn't worked for 3 years, because we all know that these absolute psychopaths in the gaming industry have nothing better to do, that when their backs are against the wall and their arguments don't stick, that they're just going to try to get you where it hurts, which is always your money. Well, apparently we have yet another person who decided to target SmashJT, and this person is a known simp for Alyssa Mercante and decided, hey, it's in my best interest to try to get SmashJT fired from a job he no longer works for by using my own personal email to do so.
No, you are so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it seems to be a repeating thing, and I think this is not going to be the last of it, unfortunately, for SmashJT, because it looks like the simps are out in full force, let's just say. They are completely going for the gold here because they think that they got you. That's really what it is. They think that you genuinely work at this job and that they have you, and they're going to try to get you fired because they're so desperate to get a win. They've been taking L after L for I don't even know how many months now. They're so desperate to try to get any win that the moment they thought that they found your current workplace, they're going to go for the win. So let's get into this article, guys, from SmashJT.com. But of course, before we do, if you are new here, just consider hitting that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it, and like the video to push us out into that YouTube algorithm. So it says, another psycho contacted my job trying to get me fired. New wave of harassment, weaponizing employment in online feuds. Now, here's the funniest thing about all of this, ladies and gentlemen, is that for the most part, anytime you see a picture of these people, they pretty much fit the mold that you would expect of this particular group of psychopaths, where they think that, hey, let's just make a phone call, or in this case, let's put out an email and try to get somebody fired who you ideologically disagree with online. It is quite amazing that you are so terminally online that you thought that that was a good idea with all of your skin tags on your face. I mean, it's very clear that you have other issues that you probably should focus on, considering that for some reason half of your eyebrow is shaven off. I mean, there's so many weird things going on here, but that's besides the point. When it comes to online interactions, a disturbing trend has emerged where certain individuals take the grievances beyond the digital realm, directly targeting their adversaries' livelihoods. Well, I mean, listen, Smash, this has been going on for quite a while now. This particular side of the aisle, they love doing this stuff because here it is. They're creatures of habits, okay? They have a habit that has always worked for them for damn near over a decade, okay? They're still coming to terms with the fact that that shit doesn't work anymore. Not on a grand scale. It might work every now and then. Maybe you'll get lucky, but for the most part, it just doesn't work. This whole cancel culture thing doesn't work anymore. People have caught on to it. People understand that there are cycles on the internet, and you cannot believe every single word that they say, because if you do, you're going to have no employees for the rest of your life. That's basically how it goes. So the cancel culture thing, they don't really have the power anymore because their narratives were able to stick better when they were in control of Twitter. Now that they don't have control of Twitter anymore, their narrative control has completely gone out the window, and they struggle with it still to this day. It's a very hard thing for them to get over. It says previously, the pathetic scumbag who kicked off Gamergate 2, Chris Kindred, gave my old place of work a call in an attempt to find out more information on me and get me fired. Now another person has reached out to the same company, and it highlights this phenomenon of getting worse in some serious detail. Enter Brody Arnold, or Mr. Brodo, on Twitter. Someone with some, in my humble opinion, clear psychologically deranged issues going on upstairs, trying his best to white knight for journos. Now, here's the great thing. Yeah, it's not too shocking that somebody like this exists on the internet and shockingly will try to simp for certain journalists, aka Alyssa Mercante. I'm sure you have the screenshots of that, but there's going to be so many of them because it's easy for them, right? This is activism that takes no work. This is activism that literally anyone can do while drinking a Starbucks. You can complain about oppression online while literally sitting in your office with all the skin tags on your face and a half-shaven eyebrow. You can talk about how people are oppressed, how Black Lives Matter, how trans women are women. You could talk about all this stuff because it's easy. It's easy activism that takes literally no work, nothing whatsoever. It's just so simple. This act of digital vandalism was spurred by Brody's newfound sense of empowerment after Airbagged on Twitter resurfaced a 3-year-old post revealing the former workplace of SmashJT. Now I know I can sometimes be known for critical takes on the gaming industry, but this is getting beyond ridiculous. It's video games, folks. Go touch some grass. This was his initial bid to tarnish my reputation. Brody replied to that old company post stating the following: "Hey, that's the guy who harasses women online every day." Now, I remember seeing this guy when I made videos about that particular post. I remember seeing this guy in the DM, so I'm glad that he's getting a little bit of a spotlight. Not too shocking. After that fell on deaf ears, Brody Arnold decided it would be a good idea to email that company directly from his personal email, brodo789@gmail.com. He clearly felt emboldened by the latest events of my old job posting about my family on Twitter and decided to contact an engineering support team about me, stating the following. Now, again, you guys have to be some of the dumbest people I've ever met on the internet. The fact that you are using personal emails, the fact that Chris Kindred used his personal number, the fact that you retards are using things that could be easily tied back to you. If SmashJT wanted to pursue legal action, he can absolutely destroy you with ease because you have given him everything imaginable to use against you. You guys are fucking stupid. I've never seen internet trolls that are this dumb. You guys are not even good at it. That's the funny thing. You guys are terrible at internet trolling. It says, "I was wondering if you were aware that you have an employee who spends all day on YouTube and Twitter harassing journalists, SmashJT on YouTube." Again, do you have any proof about this? Any proof about any statement whatsoever? Or you just wanted to send an email with the same claim that you made on Twitter and thinking that was going to work because everybody is as terminally online as you are? That's not how this works, dude. You're emailing engineers, bro. You think they gave a fuck about what's happening on Twitter right now? You are psychopaths. A quick look into Brody's public Facebook profile paints a gross picture of the kind of individual engaging in these actions. His profile is a testament to certain ethos, complete with a bedroom adorned with Confederate flags, bro. I mean, the memes write themselves at this point. I mean, what are we doing? What are we doing? Like, the memes write themselves. You have a bedroom with Confederate flags all over the place, my guy. I mean, talk about optics. You can say what you want to say about the Confederate flag, but the optics aren't in your favor. This imagery, coupled with his online behavior, answers some questions about his motivations and the company he keeps. This is why it is imperative for leaders in the community and with large audiences to not embolden their audiences. People like Brody are easily susceptible to blindly follow and take a message to an extreme in hopes to get noticed. For instance, you have Alyssa Mercante saying, "Yo, Nick Burks, you're a hateful bigot. Give me my last name, nickname back." He says, "Own that meathead." Yeah, notice me, senpai. That's basically what this is. Please notice me, Alyssa Mercante. I'm shilling for the mainstream just like you. Perhaps you can get me there one day and all my skin tags can come with me. It's like, stop it. This instance is not isolated. It reflects a broader culture where certain online communities exhibit a blatant disregard for the unwritten rules of digital communication. They are less concerned with truth and more focused on pushing an agenda and shielding their own members from accountability. The tactics employed by these individuals are not ethically dubious, but also legally questionable, potentially bordering on defamation and harassment. Bro, I'm telling you, SmashJT, the combination of all these losers coming after you can be tied back to whatever or whoever made that initial post about you when it comes to your former place of employment. If you want to go after Airbagged, you have a case. If you want to go after Chris Kindred and Sweet Baby Inc. especially, you have a case. If you want to go after this psychopath Brodo who uses his own personal email, you have a case. You have a case against all of these losers, and it could all be tied back to the same exact people. So hopefully maybe one day, I know it's expensive, but maybe you will pursue legal action. But whether you do or you don't, in the court of public opinion, these losers are getting absolutely destroyed, and I can't even keep track of the amount of L's that they have taken. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, consider leaving me a subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to like this video, comment, let me know what you thought, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Hypnotic out.